Well, good evening everybody, welcome to the channel. Good evening Scampy. As you can see from the screen, there's your request. World Touring Car 600, Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta. First place, amigo. With a cheat. I've done the race 5 times. First time I won it dead easy. But didn't have any audio, so I didn't record my chat. I've had a problem with the microphone all day. It's been a pain. And then hopefully you can hear me now. But I then raced it further 4 times and came second every time. And now I've just found it's one of those races with the start restart thing where you can, by start and restarting, you can move the order of your opponents around. And I found if Frog is not at the front, you've got a better chat. You've got a better chance of winning the race. And I just blew through the what's it called? I blew through the final chicane to win that race. But let me give you a heads up and give you a little hint at the setup. Oh, don't let it do your head in. It's a really good little race. But let's see if we can just show you the end. Show you the last lap, so you get the thrill of it all. Oh, I've been trying to use the new cars, so trying to keep it to a car that can, you know, same sort of class, same sort of style of race cars, because these are all the same cars that win the that do the Tokyo 600. So this is 4-wheel drive sports mediums. 450 brake horsepower. It's a good little car. It's got quite a lot of performance in it, but we're gaining. We were 5.8 seconds down as we came into the last lap. You can see we're catching, and then all of a sudden missed a gear change, and we're not accelerating as quickly as we should have been. And then coming down the final straight, the back straight as you call it, Lambo versus Lambo. And he's just going to get away from us, so we just, yeah, it's the way. That's how to win it. But, yeah, we're not going to do it that way. We'll do it properly. I'm still dying with this damn cold. So that was how we won it. But I'll do a full video and show it you. Let me show you the setup so you know what it's got. It's a real good little race, to be honest, and we could probably do it with the Escudo, because there's no full use of tyres, is there? So what we're doing, we get to set up faster here, don't we? So sports mediums with the Gladwell P56408. And it's a minimum setup. We don't do a lot for it. So the only thing we've bought are sport medium tyres, fully customizable diff, torque vectoring centre diff. We put on a front splitter type A, side skirts type A, and then the rear wing, we didn't put any aero on the rear. ECU down to 77. And then brake balance, which we didn't do anything with. So I didn't really need the brake balance controller, no other tuning. And it's there to be had. Yeah, it's not an overly complex tune. It's really quite simple. But let's see if we can give you a demo. See if we can win it without worry. What we don't want is Frager at the front. If Frager's at the front, we're in trouble. Yeah, no Frager at the front, so Grady at the front should slow the front down a little bit. It's only a 6 or 7 minute race, this, less than 1 minute 30 a lap. Got to go at it. I can get down to 126. There's Mr. Hayward that normally charges off at the front, so we've got him at the back, so there's an easy chance of a win here. Don't want that hyper fast Lambo at the front because he's going to come all the way through. really slow on the acceleration, this car, unless you're in the right gear. "22 seconds behind the leader." We're normally 25 seconds to start. So keep charging on. Bayless is in the Porsche, the roof that was new with the game as well, new with the last update. So he's a big yellow peril out the front. We'll spot him easy. He'll be quite tricky to catch, I would have thought. I really want an opening lap of a 129 something. The 28.7 will do nicely. Here's Fraga. See if we can go the full Slim Shady around the outside. Oh, 2 tyres on there. Oh. Bully our way past as we normally do. Don't go too far to the right there, it'll reset you to the middle of the S's, which is never fun. 17 seconds behind the leader, Mr. Bayless. Mr. Economos we need to have overtaken before. Before the chicane, really. Get him under braking by the looks of it. Mr. Busnelli was going to be quick, that's the same Lambo we're in. So Mr. Busnelli we're going to be chasing. He's got him, look. Oh, he's blocked him. The F-Type's come across in front. We nearly made it past them both. We did make it past them both. A little bit of a barge, but we're there. So we've got the game on hard, not easy. Oh, and he just locked up on me, absolute swine. Can't get it back to the track. That's the difficulty of this version of the game. Update 1.49, these same things happen to him. If you just overheat the brakes under braking, they will, overheat the tyres under braking, it just squirts off to the left or right. You've got no real challenge of getting the car back in. Once it started to go, it's gone. 15.6 seconds back. We're going to struggle, I think. This is going to take 5 perfect laps. And we haven't done that quite. But we're going to go and visit some license tests today. Some licenses that we did last night that we really need to put decent times on. Give people challenges. It was fair enough just getting gold and everything last night, but Christ was that painful. That S10 last night did my head in. Wilkie helped out with his suggestion of changing brakes just for the sake of changing brakes, which was a good idea. Right, 12 seconds we've got to gain in 2 laps. So we've knocked down to 6 seconds at the end of this lap. We're going to struggle. There he is. He's way in the distance. Look, see him there going up the hill? Oh, we cut that apex. We didn't mean to do that. Oh, dear. Rough housing. Third gear seems to be acceleration gear for this car. If you accelerate fourth, it's just so slow. Need to get it to the top of the rev range in third. We're not going to do it. I'll tell you that. 9.4 seconds back. We're not going to catch him. It's a tough little race, this. It's not easy. Not with this car, anyway. I wonder if wonder if it needs to be something like an engine swap R34. We messed up that chicane at the end there, missed the braking point. 27.4. It's not easy at all, even though I've won it twice. He's definitely slowed down a bit, but how can he be 6.5 seconds ahead? There he is, he's got us. We're not going to catch him. And there's the car sliding, the demonstration of just how much it'll slide. You push it too far, wrong gear, too much tyre temperature, it's done. We've lost this one. But we could probably do the same thing again, look. Ish, nearly. Not gonna go for it, are we? But that's what, you know, we'll try and find one for you. I'll put a video up. We'll find one that's a dead cert. Maybe we need to use the Escudo. Shouldn't have to use the Escudo though. The Escudo's just too much car. The GTR 17 might do it, 4-wheel drive. That's up to 610 pp, look. Sports hard, let's put it on sports mediums. See where we need to go. 634, gotta take that rear aero off, I think. Normal 60/40. No, there's a fair bit of weight on there. Rear aero maximum, that's fine. 82. Take 34 pp out of that. It's got no rear aero on, has it? No, it hasn't got rear aero. Let's just see. Up tune rather than down tune. You won't find many up tunes. I wouldn't have thought. $6.15. It's got loads of brake horsepower compared to the other one. There we go. There's a little bit of a thing with front downforce just to play with. See if we can get the grip out of this thing. Let's see if she'll do it. Been of a decent car. It's always been a decent car, but this is a non-engine swap. It's a standard car. So we've got Beauvoir and Takeda at the front. Fraga's at the back. Oh, she's as slow as a steam train, this thing. Loads of grip. Sure, shifty. Oh, we've got a decent start here, I think. We've got all the fast boys at the back. Bayliss is at the back. It feels like it's so slow. But this will be another tune for the Tokyo 600. But I think it'll have to be on hard tyres, so we'll just have to push the car that little bit more power. Oh, both Porsches together, look. We'll go down the outside. Get out of the way, come on. He just held the inside line there rather than what you consider to be the natural fastest race in the line, but Beauvoir in the GTR is out front. The AMG GTR, that is. I do like a tricky little race, but this is ridiculous. Watch Hayward go now. We're going to be chasing him the rest of the race. Pretty much like Lego in the human comedy. Don't tangle with any of the cars because you stir their inner racing driver up and they then start to go. But if this guy can lead us out, that's not too bad. We've given him a dent on his back door. Look, we can see that left hand side. 14 seconds back, 3 laps to go. So we've only got to make up 5 seconds a lap on Beauvoir, and Hayward started to go for it, look. Use his L to block him out, beautiful. Oh, looks like we're going to the inside line. Into 5th, 10 seconds back. Ooh dear. Just went sideways and tyres broke away. Do the switcheroo on Busnelli. Didn't kind of work, but it did. So all these guys are in the Tokyo 600 race, so any car that we used to beat the Tokyo 600 race prior should have a chance of winning this one, definitely. Alpine A110 would be a decent shout, especially one with the engine swap. That should be quite good. It's always been decent fast car. Here comes Busnelli now, he's catching. Just 7 seconds back. But there's the lead car, he's only just ahead of us, so this looks like the best chance we've had. So that means the race is dependent on the car you pick. It gears the race up dependent on what car you're driving by the looks of it. 2 laps to go, a 1:28.5. We're lucky to hold on to that. Oh, there's 3 of them racing for it. Look, the R35, the Aston, and the AMG GTR. Yeah, the engine swap cappuccino might be a good shout as well, but it's probably a bit too much to handle around here. You know, with the off-camber corners and the fact that cappuccino does well where you've got close walls so you can run it round. I think the skill to be able to drive that cappuccino is a little bit more than one of these. The 4-wheel drive car is a lot more stable, a lot more handy. 2.7 seconds off the lead, so into second place, 1 lap to go. Cappuccino's never been easy to drive. I was expecting them to have nerfed it big time. Here we go into the lead of the race now. Oh, we've almost been spun out by the R35, the cheeky monkey. He almost pit manoeuvred us. At the point, I just got to the point of saying, and there's us into first place. There's an opportunity for us to go and win this now. Ooh. We're going to have to do some defensive driving here. Oh my word, he's gone to defensive now. There you go, Scampster. There we go. A win without cheating. Happy days. There she is. Decent car. Always been a good one, that. That's why it's got 30,000 views around the Tokyo 600. I think it's got more than that, to be honest. Way more than that, but 94,000 credits. We've put on about 1 million having raced this. Happy days. Mariani, you were asking about the circuit experience around Eiger, weren't you? Have you seen the leaderboard? I did okay today. I did okay. Ah, Sphinx has beat me again, the swine. I've got evidence. I've got evidence of that, though. The full lap, I did it gold first lap out. It's the gold is really quite achievable with the right sort of setup. Good on you, Sphinxy. Well done. But to get in with the fastest boys with the 105 112, that's extremely hard. But Sphinxy's just managed to pull in 1.5 tenths. A 108.6, that puts you right on the borderline for gold, doesn't it? 108.4, you're just 0.2 outside. So when you see the video, you'll understand. You've got to keep it. You've got to keep the car really tight to the apexes when you're going round the S-bends, and then you've got to find the acceleration point as early as you can, coming back up the hill. But it shouldn't be that hard, really, of a race. It's like one of those. It's how you approach it, I suppose, that makes it achievable or not. But I enjoyed that today, even though, again, I did an hour-long video with no sound, and I've had to edit it and dub over it, so I'm a little bit pissed off with my audio and settings for today. But easily done. That video will be out this week. You'll see that when it's all edited up. I think it's posted now, actually. If you remember, you'll get to see that. But right, were you all right with that setup, Scampy? Did you see that? Did you want me to just run through it again, so you can take a screenshot, or so you can see it? So fully customizable diff, which is just totally standard. Medium tyres. We've got front splitter side skirts and a rear high level with 20 M plates on the rear wing. 280 on the rear. All good. Excellent. Go for it then, mate. Happy days. Right, let's go off and do some improvements on the license times, I think, is what we need to be doing. Need to get on the normal licenses and see where we could be improving. Some of these, though, we know we need to be good at because people like them. There's a few people watching, so look at that. We've got some times in there, look. Sphinxy, a 13.392. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can find a way to improve on it. Our fastest, the 13007. I wonder where that would get us on the leaderboard today. A 13176. Does that punch us up the leaderboard very far? Oh, we're only up to 7th. Happy days. Fat Man's got a time at the top, hasn't he? Hey, Big Matt, welcome back. Day 2. $13,053. Well, it looks like we need to be in the 12s. Ooh, good evening, Azza. Welcome, my friend. Looks like we're doing a bit of a flashback thing. We're, thank you, Mariana. The S10 was horrible. It was absolutely horrible, that S10. It was painful. Every little bit of me hated it. Right, what have we got to do then to get this a little bit quicker? Fatigue. It probably was, you know. It probably was. So we're in 7th still. A 12.9 is where we need to be. Holy chookters. So what do we need to change assists-wise? I wonder if we can take off the counter steer. That will give us a bit more acceleration. Traction control, it's 4-wheel drive. The Mazda 3 is undrivable due to suspension bug. Ooh. Only if you have the extreme setting. Oh, shish. Only if you have the extreme settings, or has it just naffed it anyway? That's a car we haven't taken to the Tokyo 600. No matter what you use, okay. Let's see if we can find a little bit with this, and then I don't know what we can do then with the Mazda 3. We stayed in 4th gear, we didn't change down, that was rubbish. No matter what you use. Ooh. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. I think we've got to keep all 4 tyres on the black stuff. What did we get to? A 13053 was our fastest today, wasn't it? I think we've got to keep it all on the tarmac. Oh, look at that. That's horrible. So, traction control off then. We'll see if the traction control changes anything. Default ABS? Yeah, that's probably going to be right. Take the traction off and see what changes. See if we can get this to spin up and drive out the corner. Ooh, it gone too early. It turned too early. Oh my lord. That was definitely driver failure. The 13049, so that's a little bit of improvement. We're going to go time trial in a little while. We'll go and do the Eiger in the Subaru. We're just getting a little bit warmed up. Not that we don't need warming up, we've done 300 miles today already. Most of it coughing my ring up. Russell finished last. A 13.016. Oh, that's going to move us up the list a little bit. Yeah, he wasn't the only one. Alonso did a one stop as well, but Alonso didn't finish last. So, unfortunately, Russell F'd. Big F. It was a decent shout actually on his part though, I think, to say, you know, you've pitted me a lap early, we've got to make something of it, let's see what we can do, and to actually get that car to do it. No, he's last, mate, he got disqualified. His car was weighed at the end of the race and it was too light. He's last, mate, got disqualified. Hamilton won. He was 1.5 kilograms under standard minimal weight. When they performed the check on the car at the end of the race, he hadn't emptied all the fuel out and he achieved the exact nominal weight. So when Mercedes did their pre-race check, they also didn't empty the fuel out. And there was some sort of glitch with the bottom of the fuel tank holding 1.5 kilos of fuel, and when they'd emptied it out fully, it was 1.5 kilogram underweight and disqualified, which is a shame because he deserved that win and he celebrated it. There we go, top of the friends list. I don't need to do any more on that, do I? I think we're quite happy with that. That's demonstrated. No traction control, no counter steer. Keep it on the black stuff, don't put tyres on the grass, and you can get there. That's a good little start for the day, happy with that. That's a good little warm-up. Google is not correct on this time. Look on the BBC. This one is always a good one to try and get to the front on. No traction, no help aids, we'll just see where we can go with this. Got a brake just on that change of tarmac. It's gold, but no good. Doesn't help Lando with his quest though. Lando didn't finish high enough off the race, I think, to really make any inroads into Max's dominance, which is a shame. Lewis is the first driver to win 2 races this year other than Max, I think, isn't it? So I think Lewis is too far back to really make any massive inroads in. But hey, Viking Gaming. Number 3, good luck today. I'm not beating this time. I think I've got to put a little bit of assistance on just to make this back end stop wiggling about. Assists. Let's put counter steer on strong just to stop that back end sliding under braking. Hey, Michael Johnson. Why do I know that name, Michael Johnson? What have I... Does it have brake balance? No, it probably does. I'm never really one. I never look at that and then realise I've effed up. It's a good call. No brake balance. Brake balance to the front would help tremendously on this one, wouldn't it? Because the back end rotates plenty. Ah, you see, I'm an assist player. I use assists a lot purely because they make it easier. (16.9), still not as good as my best, but where are we in relation to the rest of the pack? Oh, 16.8, so we're 0.1. We're a tenth away, that's all. Let's see. That might be enough incentive to give me the shoot. Yeah, we're trying to get to the top of the friends list. We've just done it at number 5. We just that was slow out there, wasn't it? We're just having a bit of a warm-up before we go to the Eiger Norwand time trial. We've done circuit experience today as a video. Annoyed myself with that. Well, that felt fast through there. 16.935. That's no quicker, I don't think. Yeah, that's the one we're going to go. That's the one we're going to do in a moment. I'm just outside the goal time, purely because the goal time moved. Changed up a bit early there. 16.914. You're stuck at 104.8. Well, let's see if we can help you. Let's see if we can show you the route to the future. I'll get a bit passionate about it, probably. A bit angry and annoyed with myself, probably, and we'll find the way. 16.998. Come on. Just need to get this thing to not slide quite so aggressively under braking. We'll be all right. That was slow. I'm wondering if I need to get it into the corner in third gear rather than be down in second, so take away that acceleration issue of the change up. That's a no. Although, if we'd have not put it on the rumbles, we could have probably got it into fourth gear and pulled it through there, maybe. Maybe that is... No, it's too slow, isn't it? Yeah. We need to get it through in third gear and aim it at the line and drive it up. We should be able to get a decent time if that's the case. Counter steers just do enough to stop the back end getting wobbly. There's an 8. That's fairly decent. I think that's going to put us somewhere near the top. Oh, fourth place, that's a mover. We've only got a 5.053. We're not far off. The controller driver is at the top of this list, which tells you something. Fairly decent controller driver as well. Just got to find that entry to the corner in third gear and we should be okay. No. Gonna leave that one there, I think. That one's just gonna frustrate me for half an hour. We got above Fat Man. Triples okay. Hollando. No, I can't. I've got to keep pushing that. I'm gonna try that with traction control. Let's see just whether I can get that to slide into the corner better. And then drive up and out the other side. Certainly steadies it down into the corner, but we're going to try and go deeper into the corner and then drive up the hill a little bit quicker so that we're in a straight line sooner. What happened is he drove us off the side of the track. Happy days. I should have been straighter. I messed that up with the first apex, didn't I? Used to be able to really cut this first corner here quite a lot. Good evening, Mr. Gordon. Right, I'm going to take that traction control off now I've found that line. And push again. And then we'll head off to Eiger. We'll do that time trial. Right, I'm going to try and brake in a straight line further. Didn't work. Yeah, no problem at all, Adrian. That last one frustrated the life out of me, but I managed to get gold on the first full lap, but then to have no audio on that video recording was just a frustration because I went through all sorts of chopping and changing. There was 53 minutes of footage there to make that final video, and it just frustrated me that I had to miss out a lot of the stuff where I was talking about the subtle changes I was making in not necessarily brake balance, but although I did make a few changes of brake balance that you didn't see, but they were all just chopping and changing and testing things out. You did the first lap, full lap first to get the gold. Wow, that's a way to do that, isn't it? 16.873. I don't think that's pushed us up any further, has it? Oh, that was exactly the same time as I had. 0.001 behind triple, so I equaled my fastest time. Wow. I want that 16.796. But we're off back to the Eiger in a moment. We're gonna do this, time trial. No. Sphinxy's just gone and beat it though. You did it in the Gallardo. Well done, Scamster. Nice one. I'm going to put a video up for that anyway. Yeah, I'm falling out of bed with this one. Let's go and do the time trial. It's only taking you all day, but it's a Sunday. It's a day off. You're chilling, enjoying life. That's what it's all about. I'm dying. Oh, where are we going? Time trials. We've had half an hour's warm up. I still feel grottier than a grotty thing. Yeah, I have all the cars, yep. You've only been using the wrong car. Well, it's one of them. Yeah, I've bought all the cars. So as we can see, 104,777 on this one. Who's got a 104.8? So they're only just behind me. event friendly car. We're not in the top 15 anymore. We're going to be a 104,777. Let's use a purchased car. There's not much else we can do with that, is there? I've got 2 races left to do, I think, to get myself back to 100%. We're 3.25%. Settings, we're going to be using traction control on 1, default ABS, counter steer on strong. That's where we'll start. We need to get into a 104,623. Well, we're going the same way round as we were for the circuit experience. Okay. See if the circuit experience has taught us anything. It drives very differently to my Subaru, but it does similar things with the back end. We'll have to take that round second gear, won't we? Holy chipotle. Now this is the interesting corner. Got to stop it sliding, haven't we, under braking? It is all over the place, I must admit. We'll get faster. I love it when the ghost tail sliding everywhere. I end up watching the ghost and not concentrating on where I'm going. Short shifting, that's what we've got to do today. It's a short shifter. Don't thrash it so hard, just short shift it. Wowzers. It really is sneaky tweaky, isn't it? Get it under control, Widow, come on. Even with traction control and counter steer, the damn thing's still all over the place. It shouldn't be. As Mariana says, it's an all-wheel drive car. You shouldn't really need those assists, but they help massively. They take out all the subtlety that you need with the throttle. A 105.3. We'll work it down. Need to hug these apexes much tighter than I'm doing. ASM, I'm not using ASM. Although I feel it might need it with the way it actually twerks about and twitches and thrashes itself around. But I think you'll end up missing the apexes with ASM on, because it'll be really quite difficult to turn. Slower that lap. I really can't imagine any league races being done here. This circuit's going to be horrendous for racing, isn't it? There's S-bends are just too not going to be great for racing. The drift guys will love it. We went red. Now I need to find a way into this corner. Yeah, the time moved. I was only just in gold and I got dropped out of it, so we're 0.25 away. My fastest lap isn't good enough. It feels like driving an F1 car. The precision required is a little bit crazy. Lost it all into that corner, didn't we? You've just got to get your head into it. Find the solution. There we go, we're back on it. Too much. Swine dog. 105.375 is my current ghost. Come on. We went red there, cut the apex too much. That's a shame. Can't really push that corner too much, can you? Right, what do we got to do then to get quicker? What's the solution? Be faster. Oof. Had the car virtually stationary there. I don't think first gear's the answer through there. We're still red because we hit the wall, didn't we, just before the start finish. That's why we're... It's got to be the high line around that bottom corner. Ah, I've done it again. We're going to be red lap. Looks like we're gonna have to be first gear around these. Second gear wasn't getting us any traction. Hit the wall. It's going to be fourth and third gear then, I think. I don't know whether owning my own one, I do own my own one, I don't know whether it's going to be any quicker. Being a race car, I don't suppose there's much we can do to it, wheels and tyres wise, to give us more grip. There's going to be no wide body option, or is there, to make it wider, or won't be able to use wide body anyway. I was quite pleased with myself when I got gold first time on this, and I can genuinely understand why now. It's proper awkward, this. I'm miles away. Miles away. Don't know how we're going to stop the car sliding into that corner apart from braking earlier. We gained a bit through there, but we're still slow. Gained half a second to the end. Wow. Well, what do we do here? 104.842 is nowhere near where we were. So I wonder if it comes down to, because it's a race car, let's get it on weak. It's a bouncy track though. Worst thing happened at sea. I'll tell you what I didn't do. Let's put my 104.777 Ghost on. Wide option I don't think makes a huge difference. Does wide, will it have wide options on a Group B rally car? I don't know if it will, you know. I don't know if it will. Let's put the 7 on. Let's see what we do. I don't know if we're going to get the ability to put wide fitting tyres on. Don't know. Two ghosts. Oh, didn't stop, did it? That'll be the brake settings. Brakes feel really good actually. Just had to have a little lift there. .104.883. Brake difference is all that matters. Need to get that to third gear earlier, don't I? Braking was different there. Brake earlier. Brake earlier. I was massively up on time then. Lost a load through there, didn't I? Gained a little bit back. That's the fastest time we've done yet. Ah, donked the wall. Now it gave me a 1 second penalty crossing the line earlier, which was really quite bizarre, and I lost that evidence because of the video not working very well. No audio. Good evening, Slippery. We need a 104.5 to be safe, okay. That'll be interesting, see if we can get anywhere near that. It's tricky. Very tricky. As we just pointed out there, it's all about the brake, which brake method you choose on ABS. It is a slippery monster. I need to hit every corner first time at first ask. I need to stop taking more than one shot at a corner. Too slow out of that corner. Wrong gear. Touch the wall. Level 11 from 10. Yeah. I agree. It's going to take me a few minutes to work this out, but I think I'm on a route to success here. I think I'm on the way. I know I've not gained a massive amount, but I've just got to steady my brain down, slow it down a little bit, and start to work on hitting the numbers. I'm on week now, and it's working for me on week. I've just got to let the car roll. It's got a free coast around these corners, and that'll... Oh, shish. Give it the grip. Something Sam said was not to thrash the living daylights out of it, let it short shift its way to the end. But I've just got to work out what the things I've got to do. At the minute I'm just trying to go fast and I'm thrashing it. If I can hit the numbers and do things correctly, we should be able to start to gain some time and start seeing some positive things on the time. I'm way down there though. I've not got the rhythm right for the S-bends, the switchbacks. That's no good. Still going to be red, isn't it, I think? Yeah. Lost no end coming out of there, didn't we? We're on a red lap anyway, so it doesn't matter, but... Oh, crapola. Changing down too early. Yeah, I'm kind of getting there, but I'm just thrashing still. I've got to hit the numbers and start to work on a plan, and I've not got the plan formulated yet. I don't know where we're going up. Well, look at that, it just slides off to the right, and that'll be another red lap. Normally I come up with something that says this is what you definitely have to do to find the route to get to the goal. I come up with something like, you know, this corner you've got to be tight, this corner you've got to be in this gear. I haven't come up with that yet. I've not. not been able to consistently do a couple of laps the same. Haven't really been able to get into the ghosts and start to emulate what the ghosts are doing. Here we go. Once we can start to hit the numbers and make it do what we need to. See? It just did something different there again when I thought I'd found a way to make it be consistent, but no. We'll leave it in 5th. Still a whack down. 3/10 down. Oh no. No, next lap's a good one. Well, we're going to go and change car in a moment. We're going to go and use our own. Let's see if we can do anything to it and try and find some grip. Somebody mentioned wide. Let's see if we can get it wider and get it to do something, because I'm struggling to find a route to success. 104.765. 104.391 would be awesome if we can pin that together, wouldn't it? Let's save that replay. Best lap. See where we are on the ranking board. Still not on that front page. Look, we're just behind Pirate Jim. We're just ahead of 420, so we are, you know, just behind the fast guys. I'm not seeing our friend on there either. Wowzers. Well, let's go and buy one. Well, we've got one. We already own one, don't we? But we'll see if we can do something different to our monster. Racing hards. There's nothing else we can do to it. It's bobbed. Let's go and just have a look in the garage. Yeah, it looks like we can just tie it all together and get it, but it's just got to find that little something to give me that, you know, that potential to just make it that little bit easier. OZ gold wheels, defaults. 15-inch. We have got wide fitment. Well, would you believe it? Well, would you know that? There's a wide setting. I didn't know that. Let's just have a go back in and see if there's actually any body mods we can do or anything. This front, that might do something. Side, a little bit of something. No rear, no wing. It's a shame. Roll cage is already in. Front grille, what do we got? Remove the badge. Hey ho. Right, well that's interesting. Let's bang some lowered suspension on it as well. Let's give it the full low treatment. See if we can do anything else with it. Not that he'll probably do anything, but it might do. It might do. We're not going to do anything that's permanent. We've already got it purchased, so it's already got that on the car. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Steering angle adapter. Nothing else to add there, but we're going to buy that anyway. I'm 100% sure there's no requirement for a handbrake. Handbrake's not going to helter skelter you around the corners any further, is it? You know, we've got wide fitment on. Do you think that's going to mess with the settings? It's still showing dirt. Come on, let's get them racing hard tyres on. Brake balance controller. It's not going to change anything. Anti-lag systems on weak. There wasn't brake balance to choose from, was there? There wasn't. We're not going to be able to change anything else. So the only thing we've really done is add some aero and wide fitment tyres. We've already got it chosen. It might fly off. It might be. It might. Let's see what changes. Should I have loaded ghosts? We'll do it without that ghost. They're pretty similar at the minute, aren't they? In fact, the car's just heavier steering. Slow round there, wasn't it? No chunking, which is good. We're not clipping the arches or anything. Felt the automated traction control cut in then. Let me go and put ghost times on. It does make a difference. It feels different. It feels more stable. It doesn't feel stable through the faster corners, I must admit. But it does feel that little bit more stable through the mid-speed corners. Let's see where it goes. Went to 6th gear, didn't I, which was a mistake. Tap the wall. Try again. Over a dozen or so laps, I can put all the bits together that are gonna make me go faster, but it's doing it all on the same lap, which is the tricky thing. is the tricky bit, is doing it all on the same lap and at the right time. That ghost I did today. Holy shabucha wawa. That ghost going through there is going to be absolutely phenomenal when we watch that back. We lost a load of time through there, but that's against that hyper quick slidey ghost. Still a 105, that's terrible compared to where we've been. Oh shush shush, come on. The swear words nearly came. That's how stable I want the car. I just can't do it at speed. We brushed the wall there. No good. We can climb that inner wall, I think. I think we can hug that green bank, and I don't think it's gonna red us. I don't think. Good night, my friend. You take care. We will have a go at this. I've got work in the morning as well myself. I've got to get up at ungodly hour. I haven't done it for a couple of days because I haven't had to drive. I've had to just go to work in the kitchen, so I'm an hour less. Making some gains. Come on. I think that's Mr. GTR just commenting. I'll pick up that in a second. Wow, not done the stream in a while. How are you enjoying or not the new update with it? It's actually alright, my friend. To be honest, more positives than negatives. It's getting used to how the car drives now. Slippery's just mentioned the change in ABS, which is really quite key to how the car sets up now. But in terms of how it drives, I feel fairly good with it. Does it feel real? I see a few comments on the internet saying it feels more real. I don't think it does. I still think it's a bit arcadey. Yeah, good night, Ollie. Better? Don't know. Not sure about the bop changes, how that's going to pan out. Other than that, no, I'm quite alright with it. These time trials are a bit tricky and challenging. Bit miffed that they've wiped all the times again, but it's given me ideas for new content. We're just going to do the same stuff over and over again. I've got to repost a video, so it's going to keep me busy. It's going to keep me focused on GT7. Whether people are going to live through that recycling of old content again, I don't know. But there's going to be always new viewers coming along, and if you're playing the game and still enjoying the game, it should all be relevant, I guess. So, overall, I am enjoying the new update. It could have been worse, couldn't it? I think they could have really had a worse time. What does make me chuckle is I've seen some real negative comments from a couple of people, and then I'm seeing them all at the top of the timing, and it looks like they're getting used to it, and it looks like they're settling into the game, and it looks like they are actually enjoying it. So I think overall you've done at least 300 attempts. Yeah, I'm probably around that myself. But as I say, I was just saying before you came in, I've not really found the recipe for success yet. We've just purchased our own car. We've just modified it and found a little bit of stability in the own vehicles because you can put wide tyres on. I'm wondering whether we need to go bigger wheels and try and make it tarmac spec rather than rally spec. So less rubber. I wonder if that's the next thing to do. Go and put some 18 and 19 inch rims on. See if we can hold the car down a bit with less erratic temperatures. See if that is a real thing. Because to me it still looks like a rally spec car. A dirt spec, and it should be tarmac spec really, shouldn't it? There's 2 car lengths between my Ghosts. Didn't make any gains through there, did I? Hey, red one. I'll read your comment in a second, sorry. Been watching a lot of your streams recently, very good content, thank you. Did GT123, then left the series, came back Xmas 23 to GT7. Really enjoying sim racing again. Well, it's great to hear. I did GT1, then GT4, 5, 6, Prologue, etc. through to Sport and then on to here. So I had a bit of a gap for 2 and 3 because I didn't own a PlayStation 2. But no, great to have you along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Shout up if you want anything. I'm at that point in time where I've got 3 or 4 requests on the boil. So if there's something you want to see, something you want to go through, let me know. Send me a private message or whatever, and we'll try and fulfill your wishes and dreams. And we'll try and get everybody moving along with the game if we can. It's there to be enjoyed. And if we can all improve and all get better, then it makes it all that bit better for everybody. So, and it's new to everybody this at this stage. So, I think I'm up for changing wheel size. See if we can find something to give us that opportunity to go that bit faster We're in the blue stuff. Just need to get that time up. Come on. Trying to keep the car stable under braking. That's the key bit. There we go. We're in it. We're on it. Now we just got to finish the lap off. Come on, boy. Let's have you. We lost a load coming through there. That short shift didn't help us. Made a little gain, a 104.872, so we're coming back up to where we were a little while ago. And where we were thinking we needed to make more changes. We probably don't. We lost a shed load coming out there, didn't we? Holy hell. Don't hit the wall. Let's hit the wall. Right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, your last comment there, Red One. Really enjoy sim racing again. I had a massive gap. I was playing these games when the PlayStation 1 came out, and what was I, 23, 24? Really got into it, but I wasn't set up. I was in a flat in Leicester. Wasn't really able to go through and get myself set up. I'd just started my working career, moved down to Heathrow, and came across a group of guys that played golf. And that's where I was really enjoying the game. I got game testing for EA Sports back then, just primarily focused on golf and other bits and pieces, and then got into sim racing using Live for Speed. I had a very basic triple screen setup back then on 17-inch monitors, CRTs at the time, and we progressed on to playing things. I'm trying to remember the games. GT Legends. Oh, come on. What were the names of the games? There was, if I was to put my, can't remember, can't do it from here. If I was to put my Steam on, I could go through all the games. But there was a shed load of sims that are still really good, but they're just too old now. There's a couple of games out today that are based on the engines that used to drive those games. But really used to enjoy them, but I didn't have the opportunity to get into it. Now, put 30 years on that, or 25 years, I've got the full setup, I've got the full rig, and I find myself playing GT7 rather than all the sims. The sims are really, really good, but nothing is as rounded, I feel, as GT7, given the opportunity to race all types of cars, all types of environments. And it's a shame, because if you pick something like ACC, I find ACC got two walls either side of where it goes to, and nothing shall go either side of that wall, if you see what I mean. GT7, it expands across the whole sim range. So I really do enjoy that, but you know, I've tried WRC, I've tried Grid, I've tried different games. EA Sports, blooming F1 GP, can't get on with it. It's just too rigid, too stressed, too stiff. And what I really like about GT7 is it just has so much more. The GT series has so much more than it generally has, any other sim really has, which is a shame, but we're going to see what other games come. What was the other one I was trying out? I was testing a couple of games. I can't remember. My brain's shot. I'm thinking about other things. Wheels. So we go BBS because that. Well, OZ maybe. OZ might be the one. We'll stick with the gold wheels, but then we're going to try and go 18-inch. See if that makes a difference. Wide and wide. Let's just see what. That's wide wheel. Offset standard. We'll have to see. That's more tarmac spec by the look of things. Let's see if that makes a change. Steady, Sam. We've made some good improvements today. We've just got to the Eiger Norwand, going through the process of short shifting. I've made 0.035 and an improve, but I'm still 0.27 outside the gold time. So I'm just at the moment going through and seeing if we can make some changes and see if we can positively improve the car's handling to give us a chance. I know you're a street ahead, but yeah, we're just trying to find a way of getting that optimal lap to be reality. I'm in the 104.4s, I think, if I'm right, on my optimals. I think that's where I've got down to. Was it a 104.4? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's a good question to ask. Yeah, 104.4 is where I've got to. A 104.4 would put me in the top 10, but I'm still down here in 17. So, I went back to GT5 4 weeks ago, and GT5 is playable and comparable to what we're playing now. I went back to GT1 a couple of years ago when I found it in the loft and tried to play it, and it was horrible. My memory of GT1 is not what I'm seeing today. It's not what sits in my head as my memory. I just remember an entirely different game that was absolutely phenomenal, and I loved GT1. I would play it all night. I'd wake up I wouldn't wake up, I'd still be awake in the early hours of the morning. You know, it's just getting light, and it was phenomenal. I loved it. And I didn't really find any other way to enjoy that game. It was brilliant. So we've gone to 18-inch wheels, wide, in an effort to see if we can gain some traction. We've lost that super quick second ghost. Ooh, the car isn't feeling quite so tank slap happy, but we've just got to get used to it again. Finding the stability under the braking is really where we need to be. Short shifting is key. I don't know if Sam's been back at this and had another crack and see if he's been able to find any more. We're way off my ghost time. Two tips, go for it, my friend. I'm up for any tips tonight. Drive faster and keep it on the road. Yeah, cheers, mate. Slamming. Red lap. Practice this one then. Here's the two tips from Sammy. What's he going to tell us? Counter steer off, traction control off, drive it like stole it. Shift mega early like as soon as the start revs. that much of a short shift, okay. That much of a short shift. Wowzers. Shit kebab. Okay, if it's that much of a short shift, wowzers. That's interesting. Have I made the car hyper wobbly? Come out of corners 2 gears higher than you think. It's still wheel spins for fun. Thank you, Sam. We'll try them out, buddy. Have a good night. Enjoy the sleeps. Have a good week at work, and we'll see you for some racing later in the week. Oh yeah, look how much that increases. Oh, wow. I turned well early, didn't I? It's a little bit more slidey on the old tyres, I think. Or it's probably because I'm going that bit faster. Up to 6th gear as soon as we can get there. We really are charging the Ghost. That short shift tip. That's the one. It's giving me loads of acceleration. Reverse entry into there, that was alright, wasn't it? Massively faster. Now I've found that in terms of now that I've found how to apply what Sam says, I've got to settle down into that lap again and learn how to apply that and make it a thing. Because the pace and speed at corners is different now. I probably need to go back to the old tyre settings, because The car is feeling mega slidey at this pace. That was mental. I was just trying to keep that going with that slide and drift. That was absolutely superb. I bet there was smoke everywhere. That's when you're starting to enjoy it. All four wheels sliding, all four wheels powering on. That's when my Subaru makes me smile, when it wants to do that. Right, let's get into this seriously. Keep forgetting to short shift. Now the car feels smoother at that point. Made some good gains towards the end of that lap. Closer than we've ever been. You clip the wall, you donut. Got another red lap, but we found the recipe now. We found it. We've got to pin it all together. We found what we got to do. Yeah, happy days. Short shift there with a touch of braking, didn't really. Right. We're making progress. Thank you, Sam. That's appreciated. I'm going to go and a 104.227. We're just outside gold now. Let's just go and change those wheels back to standard. Let's see if standard width, standard size, I think might be the best call. And then there's the originals there. Make them wide. See if that makes any sort of revert back. And then apply the power again. And then we've just got to get back into that rhythm and routine. Knowing when to apply the power, knowing just how to follow that ghost and where to avoid. So 104.655 is where we're at. 104.655 is there, 16th. We've just jumped one spot. Happy days, but we need to get to 104.623, so there's plenty of room for us up there. So see if this red lap straight away. That felt really good, actually. Need to replace these headphones, really do. Stop this Bluetooth being a problem. Oh, shish kebab. Oh my. We're a little way back there, aren't we? Let's see if it's a stable under braking here. That's what we need to get it to do. It's just braking earlier to get the car to come in straighter. That's good. I'm happy with that. We can improve. .104.7. Slid away from me there into that final corner. We Would have been in the gold times there, I think, if we'd have hit that. Tried to push it too hard then from being too far behind. Never mind, let's keep going, let's keep... We've got the feels now. Probably brushed that a little bit too close. Look how wide that ghost went there, but he came back in front of the other ghost, look. Wow. That should be third out of there, I think. This one's definitely fourth gear out. We changed down too quickly then. We should have kept the car in a higher gear. Get the car to attack that corner then, it didn't cut in. Come on, let's keep it safe and let's make sure we start this lap on a white lap. Yeah! I changed down. Blooming donkey. Shouldn't have changed down. Should have just braked and let the car go in and then changed down as we slow down. That was stupid. Oh, that was just muscle memory changing down. That was I liked that line through that last corner then, it felt really good. Except for that really big twitch as we came around the final corner. Ooh. That wasn't good. I've got a feeling everybody else is away trying this, using the short shifty technique and seeing if they're going to make some gains. I feel that's what everybody's away doing. Messing it up around the last corner again. Feel a bathroom break coming on. Code yellow. I didn't get that corner right at all, did I? I can't talk now. Didn't get that corner right at all, did I? No, I just lost it coming into the end. Carrying that bit much more speed. It's time for a pee break. Back in a second. Eyes back, apologies. That had to happen. Right, so the optimal now, 104.208, but my best is nowhere near that. So, let's see if we can find a way to start to metronome these lap times. Become a bit more reliable in terms of precision. Got a break down here and not change down, which induces the slide, and I still change down because I'm a nugget. That front end dived in there really enthusiastically. .104.533, we're on our way. Just about getting these laps just that little bit more finessed, just a little bit more accurate. I think that's gold, isn't it? I think we've done it. Safe, we're in gold, yeah. Happy days. We want more though, don't we? We want more. Just losing a little bit down here. Shish kebab. We were well up there. We were 3/10 up. And I changed down instead of just letting the car power into that corner, which is a shame. We need to repeat that again. It's very repeatable. Let's do it again. Because that's what it's all about, is repeating the rhythm and the... Swine, we're just panicking, we're just driving outside of our envelope. We need to bring it back inside to our envelope and learn how to just control that car. We know we can do it. It's this little turn in here, the front end wants to bite and slide in, look at that. We just get that right, and then we overreacted by changing down with a little gear shift to try and control the slide, but we didn't need to do that. Let's go. Just lost it coming through that corner. Thought I had it nice and stable. And we didn't. Come on. We know there's more to be had here. Oh, my wheel, but my wheel just quit on me. My wheel just bugged out. That's a shame. Let's save that ghost. And let's just take stock of where we are. 104,117. Top 2,500. Okay. Top 12. Just behind Mr. GTR. Who else is having a move tonight? Is anybody else having a move? No, not really anybody. We've taken a bit of a jump up from where we were, but let's see if we can put that little bit more into it. Steering wheel feels really light again. Fifth gear. Is that right? I didn't change down at all coming through that corner. Maybe I should have. We're in sixth gear all the way through there. That feels well weird. .104.479. Starting to really make some shifts and moves now. So those 2 tips from Sam were enough. There was me short shifting, but not short shifting enough. So really short shift. Really short shift. See if we can brush the wall there. We should be on another clean one here. Whole 10th down. We gained a little but lost a little. Evening, Dorian. I punched the throttle just mid-corner there. That was too much for it. Just gone beyond my envelope now. Got to bring it back in. I'll try and find that. Ooh, no. Right. 104.479. That's got to be top 2,200, surely. 2,200. Happy days. Top 10, just behind triple. Then we're getting into the really good boys. So if we can do a... That's a massive ask, isn't it, to do a 103. What's the aliens doing? Look at the names. Busnelli, who we were racing today. Gallo. Tapia. Those big names from the top end of the pro drivers. Look at that, there's one guy using his own car quite clearly. A red one. Just looking to see who else is using the splitter. Nobody else. Has anybody else got the splitter on or the side skirts? It just looks like me. Can't see anybody else using. Mr. Schechter is using a white car. Looks like the white P1. Anybody knows what the white P1 is? You'll be an interesting conversation if you know the guy that owns it. So triple PKL 420 is using his own car. Interesting. They're the only ones I can definitely say are. Let's keep going. We can find a little bit more, I think. Literally have got to just try and find a little bit more that we know we can. It's not exploit now, is it? We're not doing exploits. We've just got to make sure we do exactly what we know we need to do. We lost it coming out of there, didn't we? The line got too low. That was a opposite lock twitch, wasn't it? We lost so much time because of that opposite lock twitch. That was really unfortunate. Ah, we flicked the wall. That makes my forehead itch, that did. We powered on too much there. We came back to the throttle too quickly as well. Oh yeah, it's shockingly difficult. So the technique is trying to be 2 gears higher coming out the corner than you think you need to be, to really get the car to short shift. And I don't know if you heard those comments from Sam in terms of short shift as soon as you see the rev counter hitting the dial. As soon as you see it, change up and be 2 gears higher out of every corner that you think you need to be out of, and feels like I'm driving this thing on a controller because of the amount of steering sensitivity it has. Ah, I just missed it. Oh, that's slippery. Sorry, mate. You just got silver and gave up. I thought that was Dorian speaking again. Sorry, slippery. No, silver's tough, man. This is proper tough. It's not easy. The precision and accuracy required and the timing is just second to none. We clipped the wall there again, didn't we? Just with the front end of the car isn't pushed round, but we were up on our timing gate. Are we on a white time or red? White. I'm really overturning the car. My arms are really crossed. I'd be failing my driving test at this point. Yeah, I fully understand it's the technique you need, I'm afraid. The short shifty thing is really quite bizarre. It is so much power. The car has got so much push. Let's go and have a look at the gearbox or the engine power track and let's go and see if it works out to be just that way. Because it's unusual from a turbocharged car, unless it's a low turbo that they've put in it, which gives us the understanding then F1 race. It drives a bit like it. It's quite quick. I'm not a pro by any means, and this is tough. This is taken to the end of my skill window. Lost a tenth coming out of there. Lost 2 tenths coming out of there. Look how much we're catching. I'm only with pointers. I suppose if I did the thing and went and studied other people's videos and didn't try and do it myself, if I went and tried to glean the information from others, I probably would be more successful. I'm What I seem to be good at is being able to duplicate the process, duplicate inputs, and be repetitive. Adaptable, maybe my skills are adaptable and I can... we just brushed the wall. I can turn my fingers to and my feet to be able to replicate over, you know, a couple of dozen laps. Maybe that's what I am good at, rather than just pure natural driving talent, because I know that's not what I've got. But your comments appreciated, and I know it's a compliment, so thank you. It's my desire is to spread the knowledge and impart on anybody else that is struggling with these kind of things that you can do it. Sometimes you have to beat your head about a bit of a plank of wood, you know, to be able to get your brain to think, yes, I can do this. But that's where we try and tend to be, and that's what I end up doing to myself, is like, it's a bit of a punishment, I suppose, in some respects. Like S10 last night. S10 was painful. It was tremendously difficult to get my head round and understand what we needed to do. And when Wilkie said try the other brakes, my initial thought was, no, that's not going to work. And I said so just as much. But then I gave up and relented and did the change, and that was what it took, first lap out. Yeah, exactly. It's... You've got to discipline yourself. You've got to go through that pain occasionally to get there. And I see many people really frustrated and really finding it difficult to, you know, get the times in and put the not effort, but put the things in that you need to do to be able to make it happen. Don't hit the wall, you slug! Did you see how far up we were then? Half a second up. Half a second. Oh man. We were half a second up coming into that last corner. Oh, that would have been a 104 something. That would have been a 104 something. It was just really trying to push on and try and make something there, but I wasn't concentrating. I was talking to you guys, and that helps sometimes. I think you could say I have a competitive streak, but it's more of a what is it when you I refuse to be beaten. Not that I'm competitive, it's I'm stubborn. And I think that shows occasionally, and it's not one of my best traits, but we can turn it round and we can make it something more than... We can use stubbornness to work in advantage. Embrace the grind. Absolutely, Soko. There is a grind element to this. We've done it again. Even though that blue time is not against the Ghost, it's against the previous lap, but we know we can be up there with the Ghost if we're... If we see it any more than 2/10, we know we're on a good one. Car was almost stationary. Fourth gear's the wrong gear for there. But that came from double snapping the gears. Here's the short shift coming into play. It was on its close. That was going to be close. I'm just not as good as the fast guys. And I know that sounds a silly thing to say, but I'm trying to say, you know, like Gallo, etc., and they have a more of a repeatable talent than I do. I'm not comparing myself to Gallo. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is this: they're at the top of this timing list, 2.5, 3 seconds quicker than me. You know, Sam's a whole 2 seconds quicker. They're the guys that are really good at this and really fast. We're on a good one here. This might actually make gains. Don't hit the wall, you slug. We haven't improved this time out, have we? No, so let's just do a retry. Come on. It's Sunday night. It's been one hell of a week. We've had some emotional highs and lows. We've got a new game update. I'm feeling a lot better than I did last week this time. And by that I mean well-wise. This time last week I was at the hospital, wasn't I, with the missus, having had double surgery in a day. And I was planning to go to work Monday morning and just tell them I want to be at home for the next month, and that's where I would have been. Well, I was. Tomorrow I'm going to work to go back to work, which is good. This feels good. Just outside my best, but look how much faster we are down the start finish. Oh, we came to a stop. That's a shame. We just got the entry to that corner wrong, didn't we? Never mind. We can do that again. I'm really looking for a 104.2. I think that's my ultimate target in the next hour. Oh no. I've not felt the car do that in a very long time. Couldn't believe the back end stepped out quite so quickly. As much as that was really quite frightening. It stepped out, made me really twerk my shoulders to get that back in line. They must be exploiting the braking technique. They must be just finding that little extra bit by slamming down to first gear and getting the car to really stop. Or they're really hitting the numbers. Or they're finding the short shift really, really hard. My word. Unless there's a jump off this S-bend, you can jump down and really find some time. Thank you, Matt. We don't have a massive Twitch following that could start the hype train, I'm afraid. Although on a single man trial you're having a go, so it's appreciated. Can we find a way around that corner to 2/10 down at that point? To be half a tenth up at that point at the end of the straight, which is tremendous. Look at that, where we are against our previous fastest. I shouldn't have been in 5th gear, I should have been in 4th. There's a new time. It wasn't a massive chunk off it, was it? We're slowly taking tiny chunks off. It's like carving stone, isn't it? It's a little chunk here, a little chunk there. And then the image of Michelangelo is appearing. Although it quite isn't, is it? It's more Selwood and Foggett or the fella out of Dad's Army. That's what's appearing. I'm no stonemason, put it that way. More Perry Mason. fifth gear, that's no good. A 104.113 is now on the optimal. We need to be in fifth gear when we come off that corner. Purely because of the amount it's sliding sideways. I've beat Triple by 001 os. Poor Triple. I've only just maked up then. I was like half a tenth to half a hundredth maybe to just get above him. That puts me like 9th fastest on my friends list, which I can't deny that I've got a seriously strong friends list, because you know, I've attracted the people to put the names on, and basically they're on there to... Oh, we just brushed that. Is that going to be the next lap? Is going to be a red one? Don't be red. It is. Oh. Ooh, yeah, just out of control. 104.436. I want to take 2/10 off that. I've seen 2/10 that we can take off that. Oh. Come on, boyo. Fourth there is where I want to be. I want to accelerate up this hill in fourth. Ah, that's wrecked the next lap. It's a shame. You know what really is interesting is the difference in line in the two ghosts, and they both get to the start finish in a very similar time around that last corner. I think it's the interesting thing when you watch your ghosts about just how fast you can be on different lines, and also how similar fast you can be on different lines. It's a very educational thing watching your ghosts, and sometimes I can fall foul and spend my time watching my ghosts because I'll judge where I am by my ghosts. We'll tap that wall. The train is trundling along quite nicely there, that railway. I need to put some of the photographs of where I've been here on one of my videos, don't I? Because I've got photographs of me all over this place. It's one of my favourite parts of the world. Lost pace through there big time. We were well off the punts through there. We lost it changing down, look. How close those two ghosts are. wide line ghost does actually pick up the lead, doesn't it, as it goes through there, because they cross over halfway through. It's tremendously tough, this. Trying to repeat it lap after lap is just becoming really the test itself. Changing up to 5th early didn't help. Need 2 goes at that corner. Leave it in 6th. Half a second down, that's a shame. The high line is the one to go to. Shish kebab, it was alright till 3/4 of the way down, and then I lost it all. And I haven't been able to make it back up. The old slow this time. Gonna leave the change up till later. Didn't help. Not as far back as I was last time. Done it. Yes, that's pushed it a little bit further. That was all about getting to the line quicker out that corner than where I was last time. So that'll be an interesting ghost to finish. And it's also the fact that we were really slow at the start of the lap as well. Car control and handling by luck than judgment. Look how I powered out that corner there with that ghost. It was just all sidewards. All 4 wheels drifting, all the power through the 4 wheels. Just lucky to hold on to that, really. That was a Heath Robinson lap. It was something that was coupled together. It wasn't planned or projected. We only took 0.005 off. We tapped the wall that time. We haven't progressed really mega far, have we, in the last sort of 30 minutes, but we've sort of made some inroads. Look at the gap there, though. We've opened up the gap between the two ghosts, but that... we haven't really found the fastest line through the final part of the corner yet. That was terrible. I let the steering wheel go just to try and catch the car from sliding out to the right and couldn't get it back. We're making tiny steps. A 104, 102 optimal. Ooh, we flipped that red, didn't we? Yeah, we're going to be red lap next time, even though we were red lap this time. Could have gone a bit steadier and how much quicker we were through there. 0.77 up, almost half, well, over half a tenth. That goes to show that there's time everywhere, and it'll all add up, won't it? It all adds up round the circuit, where you lose it, where you're not gaining it. I wonder if we could try a straight line braking entry into that corner, just as something to try, and then release the brakes in 4th gear and see if we can get the car to hook and roll round the corner. Let's try that, because waste not, want not. You know, if you're not going to experiment, you're not going to gain anything. Now's the right time, one would say. We've lost a shed load there. Trying to be that little bit quicker, it didn't work. We're going to try a straight line brake and then just let the car roll round in 5th, come back on 4th. We're not gaining anything. I didn't get that right. I didn't change down 2 gears, I changed down 1 gear. Not really gained anything there either, have we? Into 4th gear around there. No need to change gear, just keep pushing. Getting into that corner. Much quicker. Hit the wall. I didn't want to. I was 1/4 of a second up. Holy sugar-la-bugly. Try not to swear. Got told off for swearing last night too many times. That was the S10 frustration. 4th gear alike round here. Fourth gear round there really sets me up for a fast run into there. But I've got to brake earlier because I lose all that time. That Should have been third gear, not fourth gear. That's why I didn't get the car to slow down. Come on. We're red again. Trying to come out of there too quickly. This straight line brake entry here. It's a total change from what I've been doing. Kind of eroded time through there as well, didn't we? Let's not hit any walls. Come on, let's keep this till we've got a good lap. And then we're on it. Fourth gear's good. Should be heavily blue through here. Lost the back end there. I didn't do the brake entry in. I knew I was a tenth and a half up. I was trying to go as fast as I possibly can and I wrecked that, didn't I? It's a shame. Come on, Widow. Do it again though. You know how to set that up now. You've got that worked out. Fourth gear in and out. Ah, flick the wall. The car did get out of shape though. That's how we do it. That's the best line through there. Lost that after the second apex. Half an hour remaining. We've got another week at this bad boy yet, haven't we? Will they ever come back to it? Having done what we've done tonight? I don't think there's much need unless we lose gold. Clipped the wall there, didn't we? Are we going to get zeroed for the next lap, do you think? No, we're on a good one. Let's see if we can... See if we can put together a good one, come on. I know we're a tenth down, but it's not... We hit the wall. Tremendous. We didn't get it down into fourth gear. We only changed down once. Never mind, we've got the opportunity again. That was a purple sector, wasn't it? We lost over a tenth through there. That's terrible. There's a 3. Touch the wall. And that was all achieved by improving our outcome from our outwards from the final corner. Finding 4th gear working through there is epic. We didn't really get this to work very well though, did we? Lost time through there. So if we can pick up and improve through there, that would be good. I know I'm creating my own English language by saying things like that, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. See how close we got to the wall there with the back end of that lead car. Now he's in 2nd place through there. Bang! It feels good, that. It's slow, but it feels good. Are we red? No. We're only a 10th away from our personal target, which is a... I'm gonna die. Excuse me. A 104.2. We've done 30 laps on that stint. Let's just go and save that replay and see where we are. See if we're into the top 10. A 103.794 optimal. Oh my lord. 17.239 on the 2nd set. Can we scroll on this at all? I don't think we can we? I don't think so. Oh well. 104.313. Top 1200. Oh, we're up to 7th. Wowzers. That's a good improve. $20 minutes left. If anybody's interested. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're all thrashing away. Doing your best. Let's see if we can get into the top 1,000 with an extra 10. That would be really nice. It's a really subtle little jump there now, isn't it, into coming down that hill. I know there was some consternation across the forums about losing the jump, but it's still there in its smallest guise, but it's not an immense thing. bit of a pump of the throttle there didn't do me any good. Try and get that left wheel inside that white line if we can. Really shorten that run in. Don't know whether that should be 5th gear through there. Going down from 6th to 1st gear there is a lot of gear changes, and I'm not counting them all. Oh, we twonked the wall. I think we're at the end of our thing here. I know I wanted 2, but in terms of progressing towards that 2, I think it's going to be slower than it has been to get into a 3. I think what have I done today? We've only knocked off 0.4, less than half a second we took off our time. Or were we 5.77 when we started the day? That's gone red, hasn't it? No. We might have been 5.77, mightn't we? We're not going to give up yet. We'll just try and be a bit rational about where we're going. Realistic rather than rational, I think. We changed to 5th when we shouldn't, I don't think. Got my nose on the microphone. Let's see if we can make anything happen here. It went red. We just ran that final curb just too tight, which is a shame. I think we need to change up to 3rd a little bit later coming out that corner. Going into 3rd is slowing down the rotation, I think. And I think we could have increased our acceleration up there by not being in 5th. If we'd have been in 4th coming out that corner, I think we'd have gone a bit faster through there. I think. Let's see what we can do. See if we can make it a little bit better. Now ignore the purple times. Now we backed out the throttle there. We had to because it was sliding off to the left. I think maybe that's why we needed to be in 5th gear to try and stop the slide. That was a shame. It was a good setup for that. really punched the brakes down really quite sharp and hard then. Oh, I had to react there to the brake, to the throttle. That was a shame. I went to third just a fraction too early, I think. Fourth gear is the right gear coming out of there. Definitely. That's the right acceleration path. We just slid just a fraction. We're doing okay, folks. We really are. We're thrashing away, but you know, we're doing okay. It's not overly a bad thing that we're doing. And a lot of people are now logging out because it's late on the Sunday night. And it's the last Sunday of July. August is up next. Kids go back to school in 5 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time. Summer holidays are well on their way. I'm hoping that the drive to work is going to be easy in the morning for everybody. I'm hoping it is for me, because it's highly likely I'm going to be late out of bed. And when I'm late out of bed, I've got all those jobs to do that I need to do in the morning because the missus isn't doing them. Can't expect her to do them, can I? So I've got to get them done. All the trials and tribulations of, you know, getting stuff done and sorted. You've got to get done. Did all the washing this weekend and last weekend. All the things that just, it's amazing how it happens. It just gets done when she's about. And then when she's not about, it's not being done. Who's got to do it? Well, yours truly. As everybody. It's like being single again. With women's underwear in my laundry basket. Oh, where did that came from? Unreal. It's just a shame we got all crossed up coming out of there. That was a shame, wasn't it? I was looking like it was doing something more than it actually turned out to be. Got it sideways a couple of times, which probably could have avoided. Oh, what was bonging there on my headphones? Not sure. Well, I think I'm about knackered. I think we've been thrashing away at that enough. We know we've got an optimal somewhere in the 103s. A 103.7 I think there was, which would blow away, absolutely blow me away if I was to ever hit that. We've got 10 minutes left to try and do something special. Punch the throttle just that little bit too hard then. Mid-apex. We're well down. The old Dreamland came out there, trying to think of something. What can we do that's maybe special and do a 1037? That would be just mind-blowing. Only takes one lap. Or a minute, girl, as the guy used to say. Is that Milli Vanilli? Only takes a minute, girl. No, can't remember. Was it? It wasn't. It was the fella that married Katie Price, wasn't it? Can't remember. That's well too far into my dim and distant memory box. What we haven't talked about here is coasting at all tonight, have we? I lost quarter of a second because of that cough. Back into that cycle again of 10 crappy laps. All of a sudden we get in tune again. And we're putting in a spell of 3 or 4 good ones, and it's in these 3 or 4 good ones that we need it to come good. We thought we were tired and broken and done. All of a sudden we are putting in a spell of good uns. There's the 1. We never expected a 1. A 104.1 is just absolutely mind-blowingly good for me. We were expecting a 104.2 is what we wanted, but we got it good at the end. That's a great way to finish the night with 6 minutes to go of the stream. That is absolutely stupendous. That's hopefully top 5 friends list now. That will be absolutely stunning. Oh, that was a great finish. Great finish. And there's more to be had. More to be had, I'm sure there is. 500 miles for the day. Optimal there, a 104.090 on the last one of the day. But it'd be interesting to see what that would be for the overall night if I'd have kept that going. Top 1,000, 801st, 2.26, a 104, 158. Top 6. I can't be disappointed with that. We're just above a 6 days, who is a great driver. So are the other people below, but those above, we're 0.001 behind back 1. If we'd have got that 103.7, that would have been really quite something. But thank you, Matt. That's appreciated, my friend. But we're certainly kind of up there with where we want to be in sort of performance. We wouldn't have had that without Sam's little tip. I thought I was short shifting enough. Let's just have a look at where we started the night. I was interested to know where we started. So we started with the 777. So we were 104.777 where we started today. That was where we were. And we've knocked off 0.6 of a second, which, hold my hands up, that's not a massive chunk. But if you consider we were well outside gold and now we're into the top 1,000, that's I'm quite happy with that. Really am quite happy with that. That's made it worthwhile. That's made my day. And it's made it worth getting out the old Subaru shirt as well. I've had it on all day because it's been a Subaru thing. There we go. That's a decent trip. So what did we do? Let's just run through it. We put a front splitter, side skirts on our own car. We tried bigger wheels, but then we put wide wheels on. So we tried 18-inch wide all round, and then we just went back to the 15-inch wheel but made them wide, and that was enough to give us the stability in the car, I think. Then Sam said short shift and then leave the corner 2 gears higher than you think you want it to be. So if you're leaving in second, leave in fourth. If you were leaving in third, leave in fifth. And we don't think we did that really, but we were making hay, weren't we? We can have a look at that last replay if we want to. What's it going to show us? Is it going to show us that replay itself or just the last stint? It's going to show us all of it, isn't it? So we can go to here, I think. It's probably worth it. Seeing how much the car slid. We can't see the ghost that we're racing, but we can genuinely see how, whether we're in a straight line for braking, whether the car stays pretty much in line with where it needs to be. It does. Hugged that wall really tight. We've done 1,400 mile in this car, unless some of that mileage is from the previous owner, Mr. McRae. But our real big improvements came from using fourth gear around that corner, didn't it? That's where we really... That was a 104.872, so this has got to be the big one. Getting those right-hand wheels onto that concrete. Third gear acceleration out of there. Down to second. Let the car roll if we can. Bit of brake, bit of throttle. Fourth gear and out this corner. Use all the curb on the right. We're up on the purples. Again, let's see if we can hold the car straight into this corner so it doesn't slide. My word, we were close to there, weren't we? Accelerating up the hill, short shifting, fifth gear. Sixth gear before we even see the split differential time, and then we're in the purples again. We didn't slow down to sixth, we didn't slow down to fifth, we kept in sixth. And that punched us through into the final corner, fourth gear. We were only in fifth when we got there. No, we changed down twice, didn't we? 104.371. Wasn't the 104.158. That comes up somewhere else, does it? I thought that was going to be us. Must be the next one. But we did get into that run of really good laps, didn't we? We do it though, don't we? 10 crap ones, 10 good ones. Just braking into that corner and as straight as you can and just keeping the car from sliding. Sliding is where you're losing all the time. I think we can be faster through this one. This one is a shocking corner. We did change down to fifth, back up to sixth. There it is. There was the 104.158. That was decent. Well happy. That made my day, and that's the clock just rolled on to midnight. So, without further ado, massive thank you to all of you for sticking with me and with it tonight. 802nd place is the result of that. Thank you for your support. We'll see you on the next one. All the best, folks. Take care. That will be Tuesday night. We're streaming again. Tomorrow night is videos and GT Amiga stuff. But there are videos now being released every day with new game content on. So please do enjoy them. If you've got any requests, let me know. And we'll see you on the next one. All the best, folks. Take care. Good night. Thank you. Cheers, Big Matt. Thank you. Thank you, Dorian. Thank you, Slippery. Thank you, Sam. Can't see anybody else's name up there that I can shout out. Soko Hitman. Thank you very much. Mariana, Sam, Mr. GTR, Red One, Dear Ollie, Mariana, Adrian, Viking King. Who else is there? Aaron popped in for 5 minutes. Scampy saw us at the start. He's still thrashing away. But all the best.